was a game where we might have lacked in a couple of areas. Certainly, I think a sense of urgency early in the game. We didn't get a lot of bounces, offensively, because I think we did, for almost all three periods, put a fair number of pucks on their goaltender. But she played extremely well and kept us at bay. And we were always fighting an uphill battle, which made things a little bit tough.
Is there a sense of frustration with the team in the third period? It seems like things were getting a little bit chippy and more physical.
I wasn't too worried about chippy. There's a fine line between playing hard and being chippy. And I think they were playing real hard in the third period. They were trying to climb an uphill battle. They got a great goal in the first minute with people banging at the net to score. And then there was a couple times people either got knocked down or fell down or ran into somebody. I remember Catherine Miller one and somebody else at another time. But again, those are people going to the net trying to make things happen. And I think the frustration comes from not turning the light on maybe a second time when it was 3-1. We had a few good chances. We got, I think, 20 or 20-something shots in the third period, but again, ended up with two goals, and they tipped one in that had a little bit of luck to it, or a compliment to them, whichever you pick.
Coach, you fell behind in the second. You had 6 penalties. You guys were out shooting them by a large amount. What do you think went wrong in the second for you guys?
Again, I don't think there was a sense of urgency. I don't think we stopped at the net as much as we could have. I think we. We're probably maybe taking it for granted that something was going to happen. Even I think on the blue line once in a while, we are very talented there, but we make the extra pass instead of throwing it back at the net with a wrist shot and trying to make a mess of it down there. You go D to D, or you make the extra pass and they react to it and get a stick on it, it's out of the zone, or you never end up getting more pressure on their net.
Coach, where do you think that lack of urgency came from?
I don't think every night you're going to be perfect. We've had a great run here where, if you count those games, whatever it's been, 13 games we've won, I think we've been really, really prepared, 11 and a half or 12 of them. And I don't talk about preparation from the coaches. I talk about preparation that we're ready to go. We warmed up. We respected our opponent. And, maybe a little bit of that wasn't there tonight. But sometimes, bounces don't go your way. I think it was 12-3 or whatever, and they got one that had eyes. And it's 1-0, and that's a small lead, but it's a lead that counts in hockey sometimes. And then they get you 5-on-3, and the puck bounces to the open side, and the kid's there to knock it in. We didn't get too many of those bounces when we had the puck tonight. And in some ways, you have to make those bounces. In other ways, it might be just a little bit more hard work or conviction.